Barcelona, Real Madrid, they already are in the transfer market and they're looking to get some key players. Jose Mourinho looking at Olise. You had Barcelona looking at Harry Kane. God forbid they get a Harry Kane. We will go about it. There is a lot of more transfers from both Real Madrid and Barcelona. And let's start by Real Madrid and then we'll talk about Barcelona transfers later. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, last night there was a game between Bayern Munich and Stuttgart, and Jose Mourinho, believe it or not, Jose Mourinho already starting with the scouting, already looking at the future of Real Madrid. This is why Jose Mourinho to Real Madrid is starting to make sense every day in and day out. I was very skeptical at first. I was really against Jose Mourinho coming back to Real Madrid, but I said it in the video. I said, sure, tactically he might not have it, but he is a great manager to fix things up, to bring the right players, maybe bring the squad up, maybe humble these players and then give it to the next manager. And that is perfect for Jose Mourinho. We have unfinished business and he was out there and there were rumors that he wants none other than Michael Olise, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, with the Rodrigo not being the best form, he wants a player to add to that team that would link up perfectly with Kylian Mbappe, that would link up perfectly in a Real Madrid shirt, that would link up perfectly with the Real Madrid players. I think Olise would make perfect sense for Real Madrid, if I'm being honest. He's one of the best right wingers in the world. I mean, after Lamine Yamal, I think it's fair to say that you have players like Kvaratskhelia, obviously, but he plays on the left, obviously, sometimes. But in my opinion, Olise is genuinely like top 2 best right wingers in the world. I think he is second behind Lamine Yamal, unfortunately, but Olise would be unbelievable, man. And obviously Bayern Munich's president came out and says he says that Mourinho can keep 5 eyes on Olise, he won't get him. So already this rumor is that the president of Bayern Munich literally just came out and said, you need to buy him in FIFA, mate. You need to buy him in video games. There is no way you're getting our best player, the best right winger in the world. The main reason why Bayern Munich is as strong as they are right now is because players like Olise, Harry Kane, 100% they're going to touch a Champions League in the next few years with the squad that they have, the depth that they have, the players that they have, and the attack that they have. Obviously they have scored, the trio scored 200 plus goals this season. The Kane trio with Diaz and Olise and Musiala, you can add that to Musiala, add that to that team, and oh my god, that's a good team. And I think Olise wouldn't leave Bayern Munich, especially with the form that they're on, especially with the peak of performance that they're on. I don't think he's going to leave Real Madrid. So I think this rumor is dead. I don't think he can come, but I think Jose Mourinho is strong enough and he is that guy. He can bring Olise if he genuinely wanted, right? Next target for Real Madrid is Bastoni, ladies and gentlemen. Bastoni is looking at Real Madrid, right? Bastoni has 2 options right now. Obviously, a lot of rumors came out that Barcelona want Bastoni, right? And things were advancing, things were going well, everyone was talking about it. This is one of the biggest stories. Fabrizio, even back in like 2 months ago, he was saying, oh, Bastoni to Barcelona is making sense, is progressing, until, ladies and gentlemen, middle of May, obviously, a few weeks ago, things have died down and said that they have completely blocked the deal and there is like a gap in valuation with Inter and also Barca's focus on priority of upfront. They want a number 9 now, Barcelona. Now this is the thing with Barcelona. They are literally the biggest what if club ever. Interested FC. Even Barcelona fans in my comment section, they always say interested in this player FC. They always are interested in the top players, but they always bring players from the La Masia, and the La Masia players actually perform always. That's what makes me angry, right? But Bastoni to Barcelona, obviously I think that deal is done, and Mourinho is very interested in Bastoni. Mourinho is very interested in bringing a centre back. Obviously the defensive problems that he needs to fix, he is finally the right guy in my opinion. Give him the managerial role, give him the contract. I am convinced. I wasn't, but now I am genuinely convinced because he is looking at the right positions. Center back needs to be fixed. Obviously, another target that also needs to be fixed is the midfield position. He is looking at I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anyone, but Hujulimamant to Real Madrid, ladies and gentlemen, has been rumored, and he was out there obviously interested in this brother as well. He's a defensive midfielder. I went to ChatGPT, believe it or not, and I talked about his strengths, his weaknesses. Yes, I did that. That's how shameful I am. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, he has a defensive intelligence. That is good. So he's a defensive midfielder. They're asking for 50 million. I believe Sporting is asking for 50 million. Okay. Press resistance, passing range, leadership, physicality, long shots. That is sounding good, right? But one thing that is the weaknesses, right? I look at the weaknesses. Not elite creativity in final third. Why are we interested in this brother? Can collect a lot of yellow cards. I mean, that is Real Madrid heritage. I mean, perfect Real Madrid player right there. Sometimes plays safe rather than attempting risky line breaking passes. This is exactly what we don't need, in my opinion. Højlund is another defensive midfielder, right? We don't want a defensive midfielder. I have said it for a very long time. We need a Luka Modric. We need a Pedri type of player. We need someone like a Toni Kroos. We need someone that could break a defense with one single pass. I've said it multiple times. We have Tchouaméni, who's great defensively. We have Valverde, who's a box-to-box player, goes up front, gives us the long shots that you want from Højlund, right? He gives us that defensive coverage as well. He's back as well. Like I said, Bellingham is very similar to Valverde. They literally do the same exact job, in my opinion. I think Bellingham is a bit better than Valverde going up front, but Valverde is unbelievable going up front as well. In my opinion, like, you already have a Bellingham, you already have a Valverde, right? Both, again, great defensively. They do the coverage, they are box to box, right? You have another defensive player, which is Tchouaméni. You have all these defensive players, but yet you are still not focusing on the main thing, which is creatively. We have a Kylian Mbappe, we have a Vinicius Jr. If you want to bring an Olise as well, you need players. We have all this pace up front, right? You need a player that could create something. Kroos, if Kroos was still at Real Madrid right now, I swear we would have ended with at least 2 trophies. We don't have a creative midfielder that can play deep line playmaking as well. They can defend as well. You know, yeah, someone like that. I think Højlund is not the right move, if I'm being honest. But again, ChatGPT, I don't know ChatGPT if ChatGPT knows what he's saying. But again, people who watch Sporting, maybe you could write it down if he is a good midfield for Real Madrid. But in my opinion, a creative midfielder is more needed in Real Madrid, right? Next target is Gvardiol, ladies and gentlemen. Gvardiol, again, a defensive player, center back. Gvardiol, I mean, 3 years ago, he was considered one of the best center backs in the world until he faced Argentina. You know what? Since he faced Argentina, I swear to God, everything went downhill for Gvardiol. I don't know what happened to him. He is still good, obviously. Where is he? He's in Manchester City. His contract runs out in 2028. Again, if there is a choice between Bastoni and Gvardiol, my personal opinion, I think we should go full in Bastoni. He's Italian. I know it makes sense. He's Italian. He's better defensively than Gvardiol, if I'm being honest. I think he's a better center back than Gvardiol, if I'm being honest. But that's just an opinion. I think if you have Bastoni and Gvardiol, go for Bastoni. Don't wait for a Gvardiol, if I'm being honest, right? And that is it from Real Madrid side, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Barcelona side. I know this majority of the video has been Real Madrid, but it's time for Barcelona, right? So since Lewandowski has left Barcelona, obviously, we have Barcelona looking at Joao Pedro. We already made a video about him. They're looking for an Alvarez. Obviously, they have been chasing him for months. And then new rumors are coming out, that is Harry Kane. In my opinion, out of these 3, Harry Kane is the clear choice. If I'm a Barcelona fan and I look at Harry Kane and Alvarez, I know Alvarez is very young, way younger than Harry Kane, but Harry Kane is just a different breed, man. He can create, he pressures, he runs, obviously he scores. He has the most goals this year, I believe. Is it Mbappe or him? I don't know, but I think it's him. He's just unbelievable, right? You want a replacement for a Lewandowski? 3 years ago Lewandowski, or 4 seasons ago Lewandowski? This brother is the perfect replacement. After Lewandowski is this brother, in my opinion. This brother can provide so much, but Even as a Madrid fan, I felt this. I felt this criminal thing, ladies and gentlemen. Bayern's president yet again came out. He obviously buried the Olise of Real Madrid. Now he buried Harry Kane to Barcelona. Kane is one of the best transfers we have ever made. Damn! And he's staying. Barcelona have no money. Personally, I'm not having that. Personally, I'm not having this. If I was a Madrid fan, I would be fuming, you know. Barcelona have no money. No, man. No. Personally, I'm not having this. I mean, is he wrong? No, Barcelona fans, let's be honest here. Is he really wrong? Is he really dissing you here? I don't think so. He is right. Even if you're interested in MC, right? Even if they open the door for Harry Kane, I don't think you can afford the Harry Kane, man. The release clause, I don't know how much is the release clause for this brother, probably 200 of millions or 300 million. I don't think Barcelona can pay that much, man. They're struggling to get a Julian Alvarez, and he is price tagged at what, 130 to 150 million right now, right? And they are struggling. They have been chasing him for months. You think you can get a Harry Kane, man? And with all due respect to Julian Alvarez, I think Harry Kane is way better than Julian Alvarez. And I don't think you have the capabilities to bring a Harry Kane. And if you bring a Harry Kane anyways, right? That would be your entire summer budget. And I think Barcelona needs to fix a lot of positions for them to even touch a Champions League, in my opinion. And one of them being the defensive. The main one is a defensive. The line back, the center backs needs to be changed for Barcelona. Even right back, I think they're struggling. Koundé is not like the Koundé we know, obviously. I think they have a lot other positions to consider before buying a number 9, before buying a striker position. I've been saying this for a long time now. Fix the defense, invest heavy in the defense, then you can invest later in the attack. I think both of them as crucial right now, because if you look at the Barcelona's attack, I mean, sure, you have the Lamine, you have the Rafinha, they have the Fermin, but they need a striker as well. Ferran is very unreliable right now, and I think they need a crazy good striker. In my opinion, they don't have the capabilities to buy both, man. This is the thing with Barcelona. I don't think they have the capabilities to get a top tier striker like a Julian Alvarez and get a top tier center back on Bastoni, which sucks for Barcelona, because if you know the potential of Barcelona under Hansi Flick, man, they have crazy potential. The only thing that is holding back Barcelona right now is a budget. If they had a actual budget, Barcelona, it would genuinely look scary for Europe, man. They could compete with PSG, they could compete with Bayern Munich, and they could compete with Mourinho, Real Madrid, obviously. But Barcelona, thank God they don't have a budget. If they had a budget, oh my God, they would be too dangerous, man. They would genuinely win the Champions League next season if they make the right moves. I think it all depends on Laporta. And now Laporta has said that we aren't ruling out anyone because Barca can pursue all the top players. They have the pull rate. Real Madrid has the pull rate. These are two of the biggest, if not two biggest clubs of all time. We set the conditions. It's not about making signings just for show. The fans understand that we have a very strong team. We're going to implement whatever Deco says. He's shown that he has done things well, and we have to let him work. You know what? It all depends on Deco right now. I mean, Deco wanted Luis Diaz last season. We laughed at him, but no one's laughing right now because Luis Diaz has been unbelievable for Bayern Munich. But I think Deco wants a Julian Alvarez. I don't know who he wants as centre back. In my opinion, centre back, right back, and a striker. And I think it's going to be an unbelievable transfer market for Barcelona. But let's see what happens. I'm not hearing any more centre back news. It's all about the forward, Joao Pedro, Julian Alvarez, and Harry Kane. But Barcelona fans, who do you want in the comment section? Let me know. Comment down. I see every single comment. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like the video, and gracias, amigos.